All right, in other news, a yoga teacher wanted for the murder of a professional cyclist has now been on the run for more than 40 days, seemingly evading authorities around every turn. Her name's Caitlin Armstrong. She is accused of killing Mariah Mo Wilson. And some are calling this a crime of passion. Others say it's a love triangle because Mo had spent some time with Caitlin's boyfriend. His name is Colin Strickland, while the two were separated. Well, tonight, for the first time in a while, there is a new clue in the case. Just 2 days after the murder happened, Caitlin sold her black Jeep to a dealership for $12,000. Also tonight, the U.S. Marshals have raised the stakes in the case, elevating it to major status and also increasing the reward to $21,000. Joining us to talk more about the case, forensic psychiatrist Carole Lieberman. And Carole, let's bring you in here because although she's been able to elude police to this point, I mean, we're seeing her on the screen now. It doesn't look like she's really trying to hide, at least not when she's showing up at the airport.
Yes, this is a good story of hell hath no fury, like a woman scorned. You know, it certainly does seem like she is the one who killed Mo, allegedly. But really, I think that the boyfriend at the center of this love triangle is at least as much to blame as Caitlin, because he has been lying to both of the women. I think he's been lying to the police. He has a lot more really that he could tell us that he isn't telling us. And I think when we know all the information, we're going to find that that there's a lot more that he had to do with this. For example, he lied to, he talked about how he was on a break when he met Mo, and then he went back to Caitlin because they had business together, not because he was madly in love with her, and realized a mistake. And then he's trying to pretend that it was only a platonic relationship with Mo after this. And clearly,
well, hold on, Carole, let me jump in here because is it fair to point the finger at him? I mean, he may have made some bad decisions and maybe he was caught in a lie and a love triangle, but she's accused of murdering someone over it, right? I mean, there's clearly a difference in culpability.
Yes. But I'm just saying that I think when all is said and done, we're going to see that, she wouldn't have been this enraged, had this jealous rage if she hadn't been lied to for all this time. Of course, if he didn't pull the trigger, I'm not saying that he killed her in any way, literally killed her, but I'm just saying that he had both of these women, lying to both of these women, and ultimately this is what happened.
Yeah, we might not be getting the full story from him, at least not publicly. Carole, I'll give you the final word here. It does sound like police believe that she's getting some help, but talk about the desperation of a person who's on the run. They're panicked, they are lonely, they're looking over their shoulder. Does that make them more likely to slip up?
Well, I think she may well try to make some contact besides with her sister. It would be interesting. I hope the police are listening to the phone calls that Colin is getting, because she may well try to reach out to him, either because she's still madly in love with him, or I know he was afraid he moved out of Austin for a while because he was afraid she was going to come and kill him.
Well, we'll see. As I mentioned, the reward up to $21,000, and the case has been elevated to major, which just means they have a lot of law enforcement, specialized experts in different areas of forensic investigation, also digital technology to try and track her down. She's going to come up for air at some point, at least that's the hope. To you both, thank you tonight. Carole Lieberman, forensic psychiatrist, and also